Welcome, my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in August to new moon in September. I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Can I get you some apps to get you started? Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, now on Kindle. If you want to go check it out, link in the description box. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, my Saggies, my Sagittarius asses, I hope you are well. Very, very happy to finish this series. I'm taking a slight pause from the work, career, vocation reads, which I will get back to, as well as some other things I want to do outside of the realm of tarot for the channel. So I figured let's get these done before the full moon. And let's just, if you're new to the channel, and a 7-card draw, no matter the number, in this case a 7-card draw is 1 card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific timeline. I really only use them for timeline reads. The full moon, Sunday, August 22nd, 8:02 a.m., but it goes void, of course, at the same time, so it's a little bit of a womp. So if you want to work the waxing side of it, which is fully available in Aquarius, you can certainly do that the night before and up until 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in New York, and you know how we feel about telling you where we're from. And it does go into Pisces at 8:43 a.m. and I don't have the time to explain void, of course. Look it up. It's a thing, particularly if you want to cast, do magic, that kind of stuff. So you want to hit the full moon side of it in Aquarius. And then we are looking at a waning moon read, right? From boop, 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 right? So full, right? 3/4 dark new, right? The releasing, the letting go, and to a rather lovely new moon, if I may say so, the new moon in Virgo on Monday, Labor Day here in the United States, 8:52 p.m. and September 6th, my birthday. So, birthday on a new moon. What do you think in Virgo? I think I'm going to be casting my brains out. So I'll be doing the new moon to full moon reads way before that, because I want to see for myself what comes out in the other people perhaps in my life. Other than that, let's get down to business. You want to book a read with me? There's a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal. It's like 12, 13 minutes. Check it out. I enjoyed making it. It cracked me up. But you know, not just how to book me, but what goes down in a reading before, during, and after. Other than that, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace from the pantheons of the divine consecrated in these cards. All the cards that I read are always in the bottom of the description box. I think that's just about enough exposition. Don't you, massages? Please take a nice deep breath. Lots of prayer and meditation this morning anyway, so here we go. Tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Let's do this. Abraham Hicks, white courtesy telephone. May I please, as I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the totems and animal spirits, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the dominant Caroline Mace archetype card? Archetype, right? For in their 8th chakra, hovering above everything else, really giving us the satellite point of view of what's the pattern in play here, whether it's theirs, somebody else's. Regardless, even if it is somebody else's, it's still in their 8th chakra for some kind of alchemical lesson, from shadow to light, toxic to healthy, lead to gold, whatever healing language they want to use there for alchemy, for shadow work. Reason, season, or lifetime, what's going on in their 8th chakra? What? 2 cards. It's not that humid in here yet. It's coming. My collective pantheons. Oh, right. What is the dominant archetype? You make me say this. What is the dominant archetype in their 8th chakra from this void, of course, full moon to new moon in Virgo? That's what clicks it in. And you got the mentor archetype. You already knew this. It's in the It's in the title. You knew this. Mentor is one of the wisdom family archetypes of the 9 families. The wisdom family has like the teacher and the seeker, the student, that kind of stuff. So we're definitely looking at least a third eye thing going on here, but the shadow is as toxic as the light is bright. So mentorship, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master. And I've been in that situation where I was the mentee, which is, I believe, mentor, mentee, not sure. It sort of rhymes. Imparting false instructions, like to instruct somebody in a way that is sabotorial in that way. It's just no good. And I'm sure it happens everywhere. But mentors take people under their wings. They're not exactly teachers, even though we're talking about, in the light here, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So I guess mentor-student is a variable as well. I mean, it all comes down to words and the meaning of those words. That's why this is a general read. Check your other signs. So whether you are the mentor or being mentored here, definitely we're looking at a soul contract read here. So that'll change some of the prayers that call in the cards. Got this hovering over your head. What's going on? Crown, third eye, throat, and heart. The interior world, your psychological world, your emotional power, willpower, mental power, spiritual power. This is your mystical power. It's different than spiritual power. There's a difference between the 8th and the 7th chakras there. Please take a nice deep breath. Using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, I now call upon my goddesses of fire and the sign of Sagittarius. Please, one card in clarity. For the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, giving this a nice thorough shuffle here. Please, what is it they need to be aware of? This is usually where the shadow work happens, and throat chakra is certainly defined by the element of fire. Choices, decisions, willpower. Throat chakra, spit, swallow, or chew. That piece of thing you gotta say, right, or do. So what do you have for them, my goddesses, to help them alchemize this mentor archetype for their well-being and for the well-being of all? It's 2 cards. This full moon, void of course to new, in Virgo on my birthday. All right. 6 of blades, 6 of swords, you know, the gondola going from rough, choppy water to smooth water, but it's an air card. So we are looking at third eye here. Like I said, it would seem third eye thing, but also that throat chakra about what you choose and what you say as a Sagittarius. In this deck, it's called manipulation, and it has no reversal, right? It's the same thing all the way around. So mandala-like, but these are double-headed axes. Yeah, look that up in the feminine goddess traditions. Divine Feminine's roar, or in this case breeze, with an Arizona gale, Dorothy, or otherwise. This is about mental manipulation, but usually of yourself, seeing things differently. Not so much the Hanged Man, but certainly that internal thing, spin. Right, like how you spin it. You know, my guides just said something to me today that was very profound, but also made me crack up laughing. I won't say the part that's crack up laughing because it's not appropriate for YouTube. Those are my guides. They said perfection is subjective. And then what they said after that, I'm not saying on YouTube, it cracked me up. I sent it to my friend, though, who watches my house. It really did. And that's how I know I'm talking to somebody up there, because I would have never come up with that. But think about that. Perfection is subjective, right? How do you know? Isn't that funny? Perfecting, refining the character of a student here. So, you know, it's in the eye of the beholder. From your 8th chakra point of view, from your soul's point of view, from your higher self's point of view, everything's perfect. Everything is exactly as it needs to be according to the divine plan, because the divine plan, you can't fuck it up, right? So this is why this can be a card of counseling, not so much one of meditation, but of that thinking and spinning things, seeing things from different directions, which of course would take you from an emotional state of turbulence to one of peace eventually, right? So whether that's prayer, meditation, whatever that is, it's a willingness, and certainly connects with that wisdom archetype. What's going on in the lower 3 chakras, which would represent you from the outside looking in, you from the inside looking out at some aspect of the physical world, can be both of those things. But definitely dealing with the power dynamics of the lower 3 chakras, right? So let's see what this is about. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my gods of fire. And the sign of Sagittarius. Please, one card in clarity. For the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. It's definitely a soul contract read in some way, shape, or form. I can just feel that. And, you know, they need to kind of do the shadow work within by really seeing things differently. And that is the prayer for the miracle. Help me see things differently. You make that shift on the level of the mind, that alchemizes led to gold in and of itself, because often we forgive when we do that. So what's going on the outer here for the Saggies? Alchemizing this mentor archetype with that 6 of blades on the inner. What's on the outer? 9 of cups. Now, I'm down for wish fulfillment. I really, really am. I mean, I would love for the 9 of cups to always mean that. But just like the 9 of pentacles is he or she who has their own, right? And the single person, financially independent, all that you hear, that's true. Then this is really about an internal thing. Like in the Daughters of the Moon, it's the 9 of cups is Kuan Yin, right? That not just contentment, but that overflowing, I'm good, I'm one with everything, obviously not manifested as the 10. So I'm going to say in a soul contract read, though, this might be a very idyllic situation, but one where the emotional stability really is hopefully in both of you, which usually brings you to the 10, but at least in you, whether it's you or it's them, a general read, you're going to have to look at that. But I'm not really getting that vibe of wanting to hold somebody back with that. It could even be that this 9 of cups is a very emotionally fulfilling mentor-mentee situation. I have long-distance mentors that I've never met, right? Carol and Mays among them, right? They don't know they're mentoring me. Maybe they do. They're just not reaching out, and that's okay. That's okay. Never meet your heroes. Never meet. I ended up meeting a handful of my teachers. I ended up working for them. No bueno. No. So whatever this mentor situation is, it could be very idyllic, but I wouldn't necessarily say romantic, because mixing mentorship and romance is not great. Yeah, it's the teacher-student dynamic. It's a power dynamic that it just gets toxic fast, and that's why I will not have romantic relationships with my students, and haven't since I started teaching. I would do it afterwards. Afterwards, a different story, right? You're no longer in my class, then that's a different story. Let's move on. Definitely a soul contract read here. We're going to work with the Matcon Healing Mantra deck. The Ascended Masters, and in this case, we're calling in the Ascended Masters a soul contract. Please take a nice deep breath. For though every relationship in your life is a contract, this particular variety of soul contract, mentor-mentee, is very important on the planet right now. So, my Ascended Masters of soul contracts, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, dealing with this mentor in the 8th, 6 of blades, manipulation, but that's a neutral word, hence the card has no reversal, depends on how you use it. 9 of cups on the outer. What is their perfect healing mantra here to help them alchemize this? Something that they can focus their minds on, particularly with the 6 of blades manipulation. That's good for mantra work, hearing and seeing the mantra in all of its different meanings, and then kind of swallowing and incarnating them. This full moon, void of course to new in Virgo. That was long, huh? Soothing impatience, there's nothing to do but wait. Yeah, it's what your grandmother told you, you know, or whoever. It's nothing to do but wait, darling. Why? Because they did an awful lot of it, and that is true. I'm a gardener, so, you know, you don't pop the tomato seeds in on a Monday and get, you know, tomato paste by Sunday, unless, of course, you opened a can, and I would never. Of course, tomato paste, I don't make my own. But that soothing impatience, I use this all the time, particularly with tech stuff. Nothing to do but wait. And it's not, it doesn't mean that impatience is bad or wrong, but it can inflame you. And it's rarely about the actual thing in front of you, right? So particularly a mentorship relationship, let it unfold. When time becomes your ally, which here's the T, 5th dimension and above, time is your ally, because time is something invented for us in order to experience this world. because we're immortal, eternal beings in physical bodies, and that's all of us, and I do mean all of us, including the puppies and the kitties and the animals and the plants and all that too. We are all one, right? So that soothing impatience, it really is to soothe you in that moment. And particularly if you are a mentor, becoming impatient with a mentee comes with. But, you know, what kind of pressure are you putting yourself under, right? Really look at that. I have to get this done. Now look, we all have deadlines. We all have bills we have to pay at certain times, right? So, and living in the present moment, you know, Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, Be Here Now, Ram Dass, all that, and the side of fries, organic fries, we still have to integrate that into the world. So it's fine to make plans, but know that time really is your ally, and there are so many near infinite variations of quantum timeline that have always been available to us according to our choices and our decisions. But certainly to make the decision to just slow down. And it's funny, the more you slow down sometimes, it seems, at least to me, that things flow, right? You relax, you slow down. This is nothing to do but wait. It's not a punishment. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to do but wait. That's really how the soul welcomes it, the slowdown. Right, so things can integrate, and nor should this Six of Blades be a weed whacker. You know what I mean? Take your time with that. See this differently. Don't crack up. Bend your brain. See both sides. Throw off your mental chains. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Ascended Master Howard Jones. Right, Howard Jones? I always thought he was so cute. You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat. All right. The party turner deck, as I like to call it, the Whispers of Love Oracle, the voices of the higher selves. I mean, if we get the romance card or something like here, then we're in trouble. Well, I'm not a Sag, and I don't have any current Sagittarians. Well, who knows, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, but my students are all at a distance. Anyway, let's have a look-see. Please take a nice deep breath. My hair all up in clips today. I didn't cut my hair, don't worry. You would know. Follow me on Instagram. If I ever cut my hair, that'll be where it goes first. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved. Such a different vibe. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please, what is their whisper of love? To help them alchemize this mentor archetype in the 8th, 6 of Blades on the inner, 9 of Cups on the outer, soothing impatience because there's nothing to do but wait. What is a piece of information, inspiration, insight most helpful to them that they need to help them with any shadow work going on here? This full void, of course, to new in Virgo. Appreciate this moment. This is very much about being here in the now, isn't it? Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So this is, you know, when you're dealing with the shadow, it feels like I've done something wrong, which is guilt, or I am wrong, there's something wrong with me, that's shame. That's not true. It's patterning. It's stuff we picked up along the way. Other people's vibrations perhaps we absorbed along the way. Subconsciously, this is what shadow work is. Check out The Shadow Effect by Debbie Ford. It's a movie. You can probably find clips, if not the whole thing, on YouTube. I think it's a Hay House production. Don't quote me on that. But certainly, even if you want to do the Zen Buddhism or the mindfulness, which is certainly indicated along those lines in the Six of Blades here, I highly recommend the work of Eckhart Tolle. Very Western, but he's Western. German, I believe, but German from Canada, whatever. A sweetheart. I don't want to meet him because I'm afraid I'm going to pinch his cheeks. He's so cute. I love him. He's probably, go ahead, you can pinch my cheeks. And I would. Security. But, you know, be in the present moment. Appreciate this moment. And sometimes when we do that, which is certainly a mental thing, the soul begins to show us things that the ego might be overlooking. Yeah, and particularly that time is on your side. Yes, it is. Oh, Mick. All right, the new deck. The new deck, the Divine Animals Oracle. The Divine Animals, Oracle. Stacy DeMarco. I swear, it sounds like a girl I went to school with. I'm from New York, if I didn't mention it. So yeah, these are the totems and the spirit animals, and those are not the same thing according to my experience, and I will do a video on that eventually. Please take a nice deep breath. There's a difference between the spirit animal, that was Lassie, and the totem of the dog. There you go. There it is. Thank you. tuning to this is very different, but I'm digging it as I call upon the animals, right? The divine animals, the totems and the spirit animals. Please, what is the divine animal totem message for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video? Receiving this reading, alchemizing this mentor archetype, manipulation in a good way or a not so good way on the inner, up to them, right? Nine of Cups on the outer, soothing impatience, nothing to do but wait, so you might as well appreciate the moment, because each and every situation, which means this one, has an opportunity to grow and find love in some way, shape, or form. Right? Love giving, that wise love, that mentorship, soul contract could be lovely there. What is the perfect oracle message, divine animals, for this Saggy, this full to new, August, September? The dog. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Not so much here on YouTube, but my clients, yeah. That's why they don't have to keep coming back, right? For $100 an hour, they pay attention, right? Yeah. The dog. I mean, I should be shocked by this, but I've been doing this for so long. Why would I be? Oh wait, where's my magic magnifying glass? Because this little bookie book is chock full of information, and it's still like subatomic particle quark size font. So, Stacy DeMarco, not her fault. Is it just card number 41? It's card number 41. Where are I mean, you'd think I'd be used to this after, oh my god, I've been reading tarot since I'm 12. I'm going to be 53 on the new moon. I know I don't look at things. Card number, you might as well be entertaining while I'm doing this. I can't help it. It's just, I was born this way. Gaga. The dog, card number 41. Companionship. Oh, that's written on the card also in micro font. Companionship. Mentor, soul contract read, we're right on target. Be a firm and ethical friend. There you go. Seek loyalty and honesty in your friendships. Our friendships should be supportive, not competitive. In a mentorship, yeah, you can be friends with your mentor, right? But it has to have very, very clear ethical boundaries in place. There is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Something hidden will be illuminated. We all have aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate or like. Appreciate this moment. Learn to change these things if they do not benefit us, or lovingly accept them, because all things, oh, good old Matt Kahn, bless his heart, healing mantra deck guy, brilliant author, those parts of me deserve more love, not less. And that's true of everybody. Yeah, whatever arises, love that. Great book. Now they go into the mythos of the dog. It's really long. Now going there, they talk about the behavioral, in nature, zoologist, I guess, point of view about the dog. But we're going to look at the magic. This is my channel, not yours. Oh, the magic. Dog magic is loving and warm and protective. If you are feeling lonely or you wish to attract good, loyal friends, call upon dog energy for help. If you have been betrayed by someone or you feel mistrusted, call upon this energy to heal you. That's lovely. I'm a cat person, but I grew up with dogs. We had Newfoundlands growing up. I mean, even as puppies, they're like big-ass teddy bears. I miss my Newfies. No, they've got Labradoodles, just insane. Those things are nuts, but I love them. I love my doodles, my doodle brothers. So this is companionship. This can be very, very healthy. I mean, I don't really get where the shadow is on this, except, you know, the impatience. Maybe there's a little, you know, like, hurry up, right? So to really see this differently, but it's what you need to heal is already here. It's just maybe you need to appreciate it, right? That this is probably a mentorship friendship. I would keep it out of the romantic realm, though. That's just, and I'm not seeing that here. The Nine of Cups, I guess, yeah, there could be an element of that too, but if it's a crush, I mean, who doesn't deal with crushes sooner or later in their lives, right? That's a different story I didn't even see until that hit me, and that was from the energy coming through the cards from the collective. Last card down. What is the last card down, you asked? The mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower, called Blessed Be. And who is it by? Who is the author? We love her name, we love her work. Lucy Cavendish. Ach, Crivens. I've been totally Discworld binging audiobooks. Totally binging. What am I on right now? Sorcery. I think it's like book number 5. I just started from the beginning. Alright, here we go. Let's get the blessing from the Pantheon of Pantheons. And that's all of the gods and goddesses and angels and archangels, all traditions, all choirs of angels, all pantheons in one big pantheon. Breathe. Covers everybody, people. They're all lenses to the one. As I call upon the Pantheon of Pantheons, though this be a Celtic deck, for the Sagittarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the blessing that they need to know you've placed upon them to help them with this shadow work, right? Or it seems like a very, very fulfilling waning moon read here with the mentor in the 8th, right? So that they can pass on wisdom and refining a student's character. With the 6 of Blades, certainly good for a mentor, being able to spin things in their mind too. Well, if you look at it this way, consider the lilies of the field. Do they toil? Do they spin? Yeah. Did a video about that. It's just lilies in the lake. Thought I was trying to take Lady of the Lake and the lilies of the... with that 9 of Cups on the outer, I mean, this does feel very dream-oriented in the sense of a dream. Like, this is just wonderful. This is just, oh, it's just so wonderful. I just have to worry about the romantic vibe there a little bit. Soothing and patient. There's nothing there's nothing to do but for them to wait and watch this become what it is. So to appreciate this moment, each and every situation has an opportunity for them to grow and find love. With the energy of the dog, the companion, so wonderful, so loyal, and healthy, right? Unconditional love, but a very, very clearly defined relationship there. Please, with that companionship, what is the blessing you place upon the Sagittarians this full to new August, September? It sort of jumped in my hand. A blessing of the waters. Yeah, now the first 4 in these are like air, fire, water, earth. Maybe not in that order, but yeah, let's see. What's first in this? First comes, I think, blessings of air, blessings of the page, not wanting to, right? Blessing of earth, blessing of air, blessing of fire, blessing of ozone, blessing of water. Just need the magnifying glass for this opening part. She's got great hair. She must be using overtone indigo for brown. I love overtone. No, this is not paid advertising. They don't know me, except I order stuff from them. But I'd love to get some free stuff if anybody knows them. Let me give you this blessing for realsies. Breathe. Card number 4, a blessing of the waters. A blessing to bring the powers of the waters to cleanse and purify, rebirth, and restore you. From the great bodies of water in this world we arose, we humans, more water than flesh, shaped from the bones of land and caressed into form by the movements of our liquid mother, the ocean. We arose and came to the earth by way of water. While we wait to be born into this new lifetime, we are nurtured from conception by the waters before we emerge from our mothers and must meet the land and the air. So it is to the water we turn when we must be reborn. When life stagnates, or when we fall into despair, we return to the water to bless us and shape us, to build us up when we cannot walk, to hold us up when we cannot walk, to give us a dream between the dreams, to bring us back to bring our emotions back to life, and to wash clean the soul wearing its cloak of despair. We ask for the blessings of the waters on our psyches, so our soul self can be free of heaviness and learn to move as water does, even through the greatest of blocks of stones in the river. We ask for the blessings of water on our blood, so our inheritance comes to us untainted by the dark memories we sometimes dwell upon. And we ask for the blessings of waters to let us release what we are burdened with through intelligent tears, freeing us from pent-up store of unfreed feelings. We ask for the blessing of waters on our relationships, so that the water moves through and cleanses our friendships and families and lovers from the resentment that humans sometimes fall prey to. And we ask for the blessings of waters on ourselves, so that, like water, we develop humility and know when to reshape our lives and flow into the best form for us now. May we smooth the sharp edges. May water smooth the sharp edges of your pain and give you ease in times when you are storm-swept and rain-dashed. May your intuition be fresh and flowing. May your feelings be clean and clear as water flowing over river rocks in the wilderness. May your emotions be as powerful as the wave of the ocean, as deep as the sea. May you accept the mysteries of your own depths. May you never thirst and always be blessed by water. Blessed be. There's your shadow work. Crying intelligent tears, heart, third eye crown. A lot of emotion here, right? I mean, Nine of Cups is a lot, but like I said, it could be very, very much just within yourself, right? You know, you from the outside looking in, you got it. You've got it. There's some impatience here. It's a little womp womp. Let's put it together in the final blessing, because I love when they do that to me. They just give me the words. That's my prayer before I get on here. Give me the words. Breathe. As I call upon my collective pantheons of the divine, please, may the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need. This void, of course, full moon in August, waning to the new moon in Virgo, September, that they may call upon the energy, the love, and the magic of the dog, and that companionship, that loyalty, and that very, very clearly defined, yet unconditional, loving, boundaried relationship, understanding that they need to soothe their impatience. There's nothing to do but wait, but there is a blessing of waters upon them to cleanse, to rebirth, to float, to feel, to cry the tears of holy water as they are healed, that they appreciate this moment, allowing it to be as it is. Let all things be exactly as they are, that I may heal what need be healed, and as in truth then heal all the world, as we see within them a manipulation of the mind, a seeing of things differently, a gathering of new information that changes that 5 to a 6, taking them from a stormy sea but into the calm, and with this 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment within themselves, emotional autonomy, feeling very, very good about themselves in that process of knowing that there's nothing that they need to do. There's nothing to do but wait. Then they can really be in this mentorship where there is a passing on of wisdom and refining of a student's character. And if they are the mentor, that alchemy is for them too. And may it refine their character, their power of wisdom in the world, whether this is a literal mentorship, someone they've taken under their wing, or that they may become brilliant mentors by being mentored brilliantly for their well-being and for the well-being of all of life. So may it be. So it is. It's a shadow read, darlings. What? It's Blessings of the Water. I love her hair. I'm not going blue. I would go overtone, like dark indigo for blue, maybe for Halloween if I was gonna do Kal-El. Mal-El. He would have purple hair though, like I do. Overtone purple for brown. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Like I said, if you want to book me for a private read, I do them all the time. There's a video in the description box. If you want to check out my book, Words of Grace, I will say the third eye chapter might be helpful there. The grace of knowledge and the grace of clarity could be hopeful. Otherwise, if you liked it, like it. Want more, subscribe. Know a Sag that's going through a mentorship, send it to them. Otherwise, really, there are some tears to come, but let the storm cleanse you. Because when you cry and release in prayer, in sacred practice, your tears do become as holy water, blessing not just you, but all the world. And on that note, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this void of course full to New Moon in Virgo, my birthday. Hail, farewell, and blessed.